Today we are going to solve LeetCode daily problem of 15 June 2022. Today we have longest string chain of medium level difficulty. Let's see what the problem is all about. Okay, this is not one of my solved problem. You can see that I haven't made any summation yet. Okay, so here we are given a list of words where word A is a predecessor of word B, and we can consider a word to be predecessor of a second word if we can insert one character without changing the order of the original characters, and we can reach to what second word. So this way we can form chain of words. Now the problem asks us to find the longest possible chain of the words. Okay. The constraints also suggest that we can use n square. We can use O of n square complexity. We can word length into, so individual word length is 16, so 16 into word length square, which is 1.6 into 10^7. This can also pass in time complexity. Okay, yeah, if we read it once again, we can infer that word A is predecessor of word B if and only if word length of word A is one less than length of word B, and word A is a subsequence of word B. We can also infer from here that if we treat individual word as a node of the graph, and predecessor relationship between the words as whether there is an edge between two nodes or not, then it forms a graph. Now this becomes a graph problem where we have to find longest reachable node, basically diameter of the graph. Okay, so longest path in a directed graph. Okay, to create the graph, if we use trie data structure, we can get the complexity of word length into word I dot length. But even if we just use two for loops, it will be word length into word I dot length. So using trie here is an overkill. Let's proceed to the solution. Okay, so let's create the predecessor relationship first. So basically whether two nodes in the graph are connected or not. So basically whether S is connected to D or not, we have to find whether S is a predecessor of word D or not. So we have to check two conditions here. One is the length and another is whether it is subsequence or not. So first one is second was subsequence. I will write this method in a while. So to check whether S is a subsequence or not, when there is a matching character between S and T, we will increase the index of S. We will increase the index value of T irrespective of whether there is a match or not. So finally, if we reach to the end of the length of string S, then it is a subsequence, otherwise it is not a subsequence. Okay, so if there is a magic character, then we have to increase IDXS. And finally, if we had reached to the end of S, then it is a subsequence, otherwise it's not a subsequence. Here bracket is just for readability purpose, otherwise without bracket also it is fine. Now we have to create the graph from the list of the words. I will be creating adjacency list graph. So I will be using list of integer. Individual integer will represent the indices. Okay, if you also know that S can be predecessor of T only if length of S is less than T, 1 less than T. So it will always be like that. I mean, a smaller length string can be having a directed edge to a larger length string. So better we can simply sort the individual words, I mean words array in the input. So we have to pass comparator here because we are not using normal sorting of string, we are sorting with length. Okay, now we have to create this graph. Let's also take the length of words in a variable because it will be used multiple times. We have to first let the graph with the empty array list before we can insert into individual ones. So basically what I'm saying is this. So accessing this will create null vulnerable exception. So we have to first initialize this empty array list. Now, suppose we had reached up to this particular word. We have answer for this one. So, if we revisit this particular word, index at which this word exists, then we can simply return from the result if we already saved that result. So, we will store the result in a db array, and to check whether the particular index was accessed earlier or not, visited earlier or not, we can use wrapper in box type of integer. Otherwise, we can either pre-populate the db array with -1, or we can use a separate visited array. Among these three, I am going with box type of integer db array. So now we will be calling DFS with the smallest one. Here we will pass the graph array list, current index, and this db array. We will check if it is already visited or not. So for that, if db not equal to null, return db of current index is actually there won't be any any cycle here, so there is no need to handle the gray edges. So basically, if a particular index is not yet index value is not yet finalized, but we come to visit the same index again, then that is called a gray package. White edge, white vertex basically means not visited yet. Gray means visited yet, but the result is not yet finalized. And black vertex means and we have finalized the result. Since this is a directed graph, there is no need of checking the gray edges, so we can simply iterate the children of the current index without worry. So next IDX will be the current IDX. Here will be so first let's initialize the max length reachable from the current index 0. So max will be max comma DFS of graph with next IDX and DP array. The result of the current node will be 1 plus this max. We can simply put the return from here. Again, this bracket is just for readability purpose, it is not really required now. So you can check from starting index for all. Okay, so here you might think that why we can't simply call DFS with index 0 and return the result. That point of because there can be case that we can't reach any other word from initial one, but we may be able to find a result with length 3 from here. Just giving an example, this is not the valid one. I mean, this is not the correct one actually. I'm just giving an example. So we have to check for all the indices. So here if DP IDX is null, it means that we haven't visited from this index. this global maximum answer will be our final answer. Okay. Let's try to run this code with sample test cases. Okay. It is giving correct output. Let's submit. It's accepted. Thank you guys. If you have any suggestion, you can comment. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Bye.